Good afternoon, students. Today we are going to discuss about two CCR, criticize, correct, and rewrite two CCRs. First one is a person going on a journey to an endemic malarial area was prescribed the following drugs for chemoprophylaxis. So, what is the endemic? What is endemic malarial area? These are a specific region of countries or Southeast Asian endemic malarial areas are the specific region of countries. Those are the Southeast Asia, Eastern Mediterranean, and Western Pacific areas. These are the risk of contracting malaria. So in this, some population groups are at a high risk of contracting malaria, especially in rural areas. So there is a recommendation that travelers take medication to prevent malarial transmission. So what is malaria? It is a transmitted disease by Anopheles mosquito, by Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium species, or four types: Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium bombele, and Plasmodium knowlesi. These are the Plasmodium species which is transmitted to human beings. And what is the prescription of this chemoprophylaxis in endemic areas, malarial areas? So first one is the quinine. Here is the first. Here we can give this quinine 600 milligrams per day and Progranil 50 milligrams per day for 2 weeks. This is the wrong prescription. We have to correct and criticize and correct and rewrite the prescription. So here quinine is an alkaloid obtained from an cinchona bark. It destroys erythrocytic forms of parasites similar to chloroquine, but it is a less effective and short duration of action. It is less effective and short duration of action, but it also causes more toxicity. That's why this drug is contraindicated in chemoprophylaxis. So what is then criticize? Here you can see there is no superscription, there is no diagnosis is also not mentioned, and there is no duration. There is no duration of treatment. And quinine is also not in prescription. They are given quinine 600 milligrams per day, but here superscription also not there, diagnosis also not mentioned, and quinine is also contraindicated in malarial endemic area as a prophylaxis therapy. It is not used for prophylaxis because it is the short duration of action and less efficacy, and also cause high toxicity. So the dose and duration of Progranil is not correct. Progranil here they gave Progranil 50 milligrams per day for 2 weeks, but Progranil dose is also not correct. We have to write. We have to correct and rewrite the correct dose. See, this is the correct prescription. We have to write superscription, name, age, address, and diagnosis. We mentioned diagnosis as a drugs for chemoprophylaxis of malaria. Instead of quinine, we can give chloroquine 600 milligrams on the first day, 600 milligrams per week, and first day and last day of the week. In between 300 milligrams of chloroquine after 8 hours and followed by 300 milligrams of next 2 days. And in the end of the week, Primaquine 0.5 milligrams per kg body weight orally we can give for 14 days. So what is chloroquine? It is a rapidly acting erythrocytic zoonotocyte against all species like Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium novelsi, Plasmodium ovale, uh, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, Plasmodium novelsi, and Plasmodium vivax. This chloroquine is against all species of Plasmodia. It contains it controls more clinical attacks in 1 to 3 days with disappearance of the parasite from peripheral blood in 1 to 3 days. So it is a recommended drug for endemic areas. Chloroquine tablet 600 milligrams per week because it is a rapidly acting erythrocytic zoonotocyte against all species, and it controls more clinical attacks in 1 to 2 days with the disappearance of the plasma parasite from peripheral blood in 1 to 3 days. Chloroquine dose is the 600 milligrams per week for first day and last day, followed by 300 milligrams, then 300 milligrams of chloroquine, then followed by next 2 days. This chloroquine tablets, 2 tablets per week. Start first week before and we start first week before and continue after 4 weeks after leaving the endemic areas. Okay. Then what are the other uses of chloroquine? It is also used as an anti-inflammatory drug, and it is used in extraintestinal amoebiasis, and rheumatoid arthritis and pathogenic reactions, and also used in lepra reactions. What are the other uses of chloroquine? It is also used as an anti-inflammatory drug, and it is used in extraintestinal amoebiasis and rheumatoid arthritis and pathogenic reactions, and also used in lepra reaction. These are the other uses of chloroquine. And next drug is the Progvanil. When it will be given Progvanil in the case of chloroquine resistance. In the case of this chloroquine resistance occurs, then we'll go for Progvanil. Progvanil 200 milligrams per day, starting 1 to 2 days before journey and continued for 4 weeks after leaving the place or leaving the endemic areas. It is a slow-acting erythrocytic zoonotocyte. It inhibits the pre-erythrocytic stage. So, when it is given, when chloroquine resistance will occur, then only we have to give Progvanil 200 milligrams per day, starting 1 to 2 days before journey and continued for 4 weeks after leaving this place or endemic areas. Okay, this is about drugs for chemoprophylaxis of malaria. Malaria, which is caused by Plasmodium, when the infected female anaphylactic mosquito bite the human being, it causes malaria. It is transmitted by female Anopheles mosquito by Plasmodia. What are the Plasmodium species? Plasmodium vivax, Plasmodium falciparum, Plasmodium ovale, and Plasmodium novelsi. These are the Plasmodium species. For this, We can give in endemic areas chloroquine 600 milligrams, 2 tablets per week, then followed by 300 milligrams. Then for next 2 days and 300 milligrams on next 2 days. And first start 1 week before and continue after the 1 week, continued for 4 weeks after leaving the endemic place. Like when chloroquine is resistance, when chloroquine occurs resistance, it causes resistance, then we'll go for Progranil 200 milligrams per day, starting 1 to 2 before 2 days before journey and continued after 4 weeks leaving the place. Then second prescription is the criticize, correct, rewrite the prescription for a woman aged 40 years with acute severe glaucoma. First, criticize, correct, rewrite the prescription for a woman aged 40 years with acute severe glaucoma. What is glaucoma? It is a eye disorder characterized by increased intraocular pressure, which may cause the pressure on the optic nerve. So this may cause damage optic nerve or optic nerve damage. What is glaucoma? It is nothing but an eye disease. It is characterized by increased intraocular pressure. So this increased intraocular pressure, which may cause the pressure of the optic nerve, it may lead to optic nerve damage. It can be divided into 2 types. Glaucoma is 2 types. One is the acute glaucoma and acute severe glaucoma and chronic simple glaucoma, or open angle glaucoma, acute glaucoma, narrow angle glaucoma, chronic glaucoma and open angle glaucoma. So what happened in glaucoma? Either it is increased intraocular pressure or due to decreased outflow of the aqueous humor. What will happen in acute glaucoma? There is a decreased outflow of the aqueous humor from the eye. There is 2 ways to treatment. One is the increased intraocular pressure is either due to increased production of aqueous humor from the eye or decreased due to outflow of aqueous humor from the eye. There is two types of glaucomas. How will be treated? One is the decreased production of aqueous humor from the eye, or we have to increase outflow of aqueous humor from the eye. These 2 ways to correct glaucoma. So here, criticize, correct and rewrite the prescription for a woman aged 40 years with acute severe glaucoma. So we know about glaucoma. Glaucoma is an increased intraocular pressure. It causes optic nerve damage. It has 2 types. One is the acute glaucoma and is chronic glaucoma. In acute glaucoma or narrow angle glaucoma, what will happen? There is a decreased outflow of the aqueous humor from the eye. In chronic glaucoma, what will happen? Increased production of aqueous humor from the eye. So there is 2 ways to decrease or reduces the glaucoma. One is to decrease the production of aqueous humor or to increase the outflow of the aqueous humor. There is 2 ways to treatment of glaucoma. So here we'll discuss about acute glaucoma, severe glaucoma. What will happen in acute severe glaucoma? There is a decreased outflow of the aqueous humor from the eye. So how will we treat? For this, we have to increase outflow of the. For acute glaucoma, narrow angle glaucoma, we have to increase the outflow of the aqueous humor from the eye. So here you can, this is see. Prescriptions: criticize, correct, rewrite the prescription for a woman aged 40 years with acute severe glaucoma. Here we have prescription: hometropin 1% solution of eye drops, pilocarpine 0.1 to 0.2 solution eye drops, and the injection mannitol 20% IV infusion 1 gram per kg over kg body weight over 1 hour, and injection acetazolamide 500 milligrams intravenously 3 times. So here the hometropin, this is the wrong prescription, and there is no subscription, there is no diagnosis also not mentioned. So this is the wrong prescription. We have to correct and rewrite the prescription. So here hometropin, it is an anticholinergic drug. It produces mydriasis by blocking the muscarinic receptors. Muscarinic receptors are present in the mostly present in the eye. Mostly M3 receptors are present in the ciliary muscle. Ciliary muscle and circulatory muscles. So here hometropin, when we'll give hometropin, it is an anticholinergic drug. It produces mydriasis by blocking the muscarinic receptors. There it is by blocking the muscarinic receptor. So here it is a contraindicated because it causes paralysis of the ciliary muscle. It results cycloplegia or paralysis of accommodation. So hometropin is an anticholinergic drug. It contraindicated because it causes mydriasis. This iris may block the drainage of aqueous humor in some patients. So it causes increased intraocular pressure. Intraocular pressure, it may precipitate glaucoma in some patients. So it is contraindicated because it causes mydriasis, and the iris may block the drainage of aqueous humor. Here we can give how we will treat. We have to increase the outflow of the aqueous humor, but here it accumulate the aqueous humor in the eye. It causes it causes increased intraocular tension, so it is contraindicated. And next drug is the pilocarpine. Pilocarpine is a directly acting cholinomimetic drug. It is a meiotic drug. It acts on directly acting cholinomimetic drug, means which act on M3 receptors or muscarinic receptors, which is present in the ciliary muscle, circulatory muscle, and iris of the circulatory muscle of iris and lacrimal glands. When it will give this pilocarpine, it acts on M3 receptors. It causes improved drainage of aqueous humor by constricting the pupil and opening the idiocorneal angle. So aqueous humor is getting properly drained. And then another drug is the mannitol. Mannitol is an osmotic diuretic, and next one is the acetazolamide. Acetazolamide is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. So this is the wrong prescription. We have to write, criticize and rewrite correct prescription. There is no superscription. There is no diagnosis. Diagnosis also not mentioned in this prescription. There is no superscription. And doses of hometropin is contraindicated. It will not be given in acute severe glaucoma. What is the and hometropin is contraindicated in acute severe glaucoma because it is a mydriatic. It causes blocked drainage of aqueous humor. So it is a contraindicated because of this. It causes increased more intraocular pressure in some patients. So it is contraindicated in glaucoma. The concentration of pilocarpine eye drops is not correct. We have to write correct correct doses. So here you can see this is the correct prescription. We have mentioned diagnosis and superscription, name, age, sex, address, and here you can see this is the acute severe glaucoma is the diagnosis, and the correct prescription is the pilocarpine eye drops 2% solution every 10 to 15 minutes for 1 hour and followed by 6 hours. So what is pilocarpine? It is a directly acting cholinergic drug which act on the muscarinic receptors which is present in the ciliary muscles and circulatory muscles of the iris and lacrimal glands. When it will be given to the glaucoma patients, what will happen? It acts on M3 receptors which causes improved drainage of aqueous humor by constricting the pupil and opening the idiocorneal angle. So aqueous humor getting properly drained because of this pilocarpine. And next drug is the injection mannitol 20% IV infusion or IV infusion 1.5 grams per kg body weight over 30 minutes. So what is mannitol? Mannitol is a osmotic diuretic. Here 20% hypotonic mannitol IV infusion can be given. It causes decongested the eye by osmotic action. And next drug is the acetazolamide, 500 milligrams. So it is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. When it is given, this acetazolamide is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. When it is given, it causes inhibition of the carbonic anhydrase. What is the function of carbonic anhydrase? It usually produces the aqueous humor in the eye. When it is given, it inhibits the carbonic anhydrase enzyme to decreases the aqueous humor formation in the eye. So it decreases the intraocular tension in the eye. So this is about acute severe glaucoma, which is in this condition we can give pilocarpine eye drops and mannitol 20% hypotonic solution and acetazolamide injection to reduce the. This is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor to reduces the aqueous humor in the eye. So this is about two prescriptions. One is the chemophylaxis of the malarial drugs, and second one is the acute severe glaucoma. In acute severe, what will happen in glaucoma? It is an eye disease characterized by increased intraocular tension, which may cause damage the optic nerve. So it is divided into two types. One is the chronic acute or narrow angle glaucoma, and chronic and severe chronic and open angle glaucoma. In chronic glaucoma, there is increased production of aqueous humor, and in acute severe glaucoma, there is increased outflow production of aqueous. There is a decreased production of outflow of the aqueous humor. In this condition, we can give pilocarpine. And hometropine is a contraindicated drug because it causes mydriasis and paralysis of the accommodation. It causes blockade of drainage of aqueous humor, so it is contraindicated. And pilocarpine is a cholinergic drug. We can give this drug 2% solution for every 10 to 15 minutes for 1 hour and followed by 6 hours. So it is because it is a directly acting cholinergic drug. It acts on M3 receptors which is present on the eye. It causes improved drainage of the aqueous humor by constricting the pupil and opening the idiocorneal angle. And mannitol is the osmotic diuretic, which can cause decongest the eye by osmotic action. And acetazolamide, which is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor. So Usually carbonic anhydrase enzyme, what will happen, it produces the aqueous humor in the eye. When it is given eskezolamide is given, it is a carbonic anhydrase inhibitor, so it decreases the production of aqueous humor in the eye. So this is the treatment about acute severe glaucoma. Thank you. These two CCRs also you have to write in your reports. Thank you.